Since you started like less than a year ago, has
Mhm.
there been a lot of changes, or has it been like, have they kept everything in the app pretty much the same since then?
So I've seen a decent number of changes. So when I started, they had like a pay range estimate on the order. Now they're more specific, and it used to be between $13 and $16. Now it'll say 15.25. Okay, so you can kind of depend on that. Um, what's probably the other one? The other one, they've kind of changed the pay model to kind of standardize it, at least in my market, to being like $16 an hour is how they calculate how much each order pays base. So based on the number of items, based on the number of different sections those items are in, they estimate how long it'll take to shop the order, and then that's what they base that pay on. So I guess they've clarified that piece of it. One other thing they do now is like instant rating forgiveness. So like if you've shopped over 50 orders, they drop your lowest rating. So like if you have 49, so if you have 55s, all of a sudden you get rated to one. That one is technically automatically forgiven, and it'll still show you have that 5-star rating.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Now I have my own doubts about like how accurate that is. I still feel like with Shipt, there's still those tiebreakers, but that is something that definitely they did change. And I think probably the biggest change upcoming in the near future is like when you text to Shipt, like a lot of the apps, there's the messaging is goes to like your messaging app, so it's like not in the app, and they're changing to in-app messaging in the near future if they didn't already do it this week. I haven't done Shipt this week based on like a video I'm working on, so um, but yeah, that's probably the biggest changes I've seen. For the most part, I think they're positive, uh, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's really good then. Yeah, I think it's good when apps like kind of improve for the drivers and everything, because I like, I don't know, for like Uber or like Lyft,
Mhm.
for example, I hear so many people complain about like you were saying earlier, like it was so much better like back in the
Yeah,
old days, and like
yeah. I mean, that's what you hear a lot, especially when you talk to more experienced gig workers. Uber, Lyft, or even with DoorDash. I'm starting to think. Everybody complains about the base pay being, it was $3, then down to $2. But when I started with DoorDash back in, I would say like 2018, 2019, they had like the minimum pay was like basically $5 an order. And so like I could see like even me, like I said, man, it used to be, used to hide tips too, and do all that type of other stuff. They still kind of do, but um so yeah, I can see that difference too. Kind of think the old model is better in many ways. So
yeah,